Right, welcome back to our second junior Rotax heat of the day. And it is junior Rotax. Let's have a look at the starting grid. Kai Gilets will start again from pole position. Alongside him it will be, once again, Tom Braken. Thomas Strauven and Thomas Stolsamanis ran at the top 2 rows. Matthias Turlo and Ethan Jeffhall ran at the top 3 rows ahead of Tim and Nick Gerhards. On row number 4, Farin Mega and Bruno Mulders ran out the top 10. Max Knappen in 11th ahead of Theo Bla, Rafael Renhofer, Janis Diak, Kasper Schormans, Daniel Sugar, Mikkel Pedersen, Harry Linden, Chloe Chong, Vic Stevens running at the top 20. Alberto Kiko Fracassi, Enzo Boll, Montego Masson, Antoine Brogio, Gazi Motlika, Thomas Kans, Marius Rose, Greta Rosen, Magnus Pedersen and Eric Martinez, the 30 drivers that will compete in this race. As I said earlier on, Austin Lee has been cleared to race, but is not being released until later on today from the local hospital. So, 340, Senior Rotax. Vincent Bouteye, please report to the stewards immediately. Vincent Bouteye, 340 to the stewards immediately. Thank you. So another 7 minutes on the clock plus an additional lap. This is race number 11 of the meeting. Heat 2, so the halfway point for the junior Rotax drivers. So at this particular moment, this particular juncture, if you will, depending on your, well, in terms of my vocabulary understanding, of course, Kai Gilets took the victory in race 1 a little bit earlier on. So the drivers have had a bit of time to debrief, look over the data, see how the kart's responding, and made any potential setup changes. The rain is coming down, so they have to adapt. And sometimes, you know, no one has a magic wand or a crystal ball to look into. But sometimes if you can anticipate what you might be able to do, this can help. One thing in theory, it's another thing altogether in practice. Now, the 30 junior Rotax drivers come into the tram lines. The revs rise. Are we ready? Are we steady? Lights out. We go racing. Clean start. Good start from Gilets once again. As Stolsamanis truly getting his elbows out once again on the start formation. But now they can use the runoff area. Several drivers, including Braken, Strauven, also Stolsamanis, who's been swamped from all sides, and the Latvian is right tumbling down towards the bottom part of the top 10. And there's some nigh on interlocking wheels and banging side pods, but Gilets again got the same start that he did last time. This time he is not alone, and that is Thomas Strauven. The 299 from Strawberry Racing makes his way up to second position. Tom Braken in third place. Looks like Matthias Turlo again resumes his... oh, now there's been a turnaround. One of the Gerhards has just been turned around. It's to be Nick, and he's just recovered. So Nick Gerhard's having a bit of a tough time out there, where his brother Tim is a little bit further up the road, and he was right with his brother at that particular moment, going through into turn 9. There's now the 248 of Max Knappen trying to go up the inside. That is of Farin Mega from Germany. Stolsamanis trying to get back into the fight. As now that's a good move there from Tim Gerhards on Matthias Turlo, going into turn 2 and then into 3. Gerhards takes the tighter line. Turlo carries the momentum through by running wide through the apex, but does not have the momentum carry to get past Gerhards, as it's 2 by 2. Hurrah, a little bit further down the order through turn 5. A quartet squabbling away. But Gilets not getting away like he did last time. He knows that he's going to have a fight on his hands, because there are several drivers in this field. Now, Gilets did have quite an extensive points lead at the end of the season, as the 277 of Bruno Molders going toe-to-toe with Latvia's Tomas Stolsamanis. As, sideways from Molders, but he caught it. The back right hit the mud and the wet grass, kicked it up into the air, and Molders just went, oh, hold on, mate. And he caught it and kept it in front of Stolsamanis. As now that was a bit of a biff from behind, courtesy of Stolsamanis. So these drivers now really pushing like crazy, and this time Tom Bracken gets up the inside of Thomas Strauven. Tim Gerhards is following. And a little bit further down the order, the 248 of Max Knappen has just had Farin Mega go up the inside of him. And with that was Theo Blanc, the 230 from France. Strauven is losing positions. And now Tim Gerhards has just done the old tap of the helmet on the right-hand side, the think gesture. And sometimes it's a mechanism for drivers, for not just themselves, but maybe a little bit of a signal to the person behind, like saying, come on, think, let's not squabble. Let's go after the people that we're with. But now, Tom Bracken has just lost out to Nick Gerhards, going through turn 9. Oh, little bit of sideways action there, under braking for Tim Gerhards, but he catches it nicely. So we've got a time penalty of 5 seconds. That is for the 206 kart. And that is Nick Gerhards. So he's been given a 5-second time penalty for pushing, whilst brother Tim is up the road and is 1.7 seconds off of the leader, Kai Rilets, who's just put in a 1 minute 15.065, but 60 thousandths quicker is the driver in second, who's trying to hunt him down, Tim Gerhards. A little bit further down the order, it has been a different kettle of fish for Ethan Jeff Hall. He's down in 9th position, and Bruno Molders is behind. He runs wide. Antoine, as that looked to be possibly, not too sure who it was, but it was definitely, there was a flash of orange on the side pods from my reckoning. And those two go 2 by 2. That was Farin Mega I've just seen, and that was Max Knappen he was with, going through into turn 7 off of the Europalan. The pair keep it nice and clean. They've got Ethan Jeff Hall, Bruno Molders, and Antoine Brogiot closing in on them. And then you look behind, there is Stolsamanis. Stolsamanis started in 4th position. The Latvian now down in 12th, as Farin Mega keeps ahead. Well, no, he didn't. Like, literally, he was ahead of Max Knappen going into turn 11. Max Knappen just hit the throttle, and it just hooked up, and he just rocketed away towards turn 12. So now he makes up a position into P7 after 4 laps completed. And now Kai Rilets and Tim Gerhards have been trading fastest laps. Gerhards just did a 1 minute 14.807. Kai Rilets just did a 1 minute 14.604. Now there's a bit of bravery from the 243. Oh my goodness, Antoine Brogiot, that was a magnificent move around the outside of Ethan Jeff Hall, and he nearly tangles. That's with Bruno Molders going through into turn 6. So Brogiot definitely giving us a bit of Gallic savoir-faire out on the track at the moment, and he managed to get through on Ethan Jeff Hall, just literally hooked it up around the outside of the brick going through turn 4, and nearly came to blows there with Bruno Molders. But the Frenchman kept plugging away. But now Ethan Jeff Hall doing a little bit of a different tactic going through turn 9, I've just noticed. 2 wheels onto the curbs. There is a little bit more argy-bargy between Molders and Brogiot. And now Molders trying to go up the inside of him. Now Molders just literally went sideways on the slight run on the curb. And then there's a little bit of an AstroTurf without grass on it. And the right rear dipped into the divots into the curb, and Molders literally got hooked up onto it. As there goes a move on, well, that is Matti Sturlo. And that's on the 230 of Theo Blanc. The pair go into turns 3, 4, and 5. So we have 14 seconds on the clock remaining. And Kai Rilets still has a consummate lead. Ethan Jeff Hall now going side by side with Bruno Molders. Going into turn 7. Molders stays ahead of the Brits. And just up ahead of them, Antoine Brogiot. still remains in 9th position. So the 30 drivers still racing, rounded out by Montego Marsen from Nice Racing, representing Germany. So Gielitz is about to get the last lap board. He's being followed by Tim Gerhards with Tom Braken in 3rd place. And Thomas Strauven in 4th. Mathis Turlot 5th, is being chased down by Francis Theoblat. Max Knappen, Fahin Mega, Antoine Brogion and Bruno Molders ran out the top 10. Ethan Jeff Hall in 11th. Stolzamanis down in 12th position ahead of the very well recovered, I must say, Nick Gerhards. But Nick Gerhards has been determined by race control to have had a 5-second time penalty added for pushing. And at the moment, Gerhards, that will probably put him in around about 17th or 18th position come the checkered flag. But the leader now making his way through in towards turn 9. Does exactly the same sort of strategy call like Ethan Jeff Hall did. Mounted the curbs going into turn 9, let the kart drift wide, and then hook up the throttle, going through turn 10. Now the left-hander at turn 11. So one more corner remains. And round it comes. Kai Gielitz, the defending champion, makes it 2 for 2. Pole position to race victory. Lights out to checkered flag. He takes the victory. Tim Gerhards, a great effort from him. Good to see him back with us here at the Euro Trophy. Tom Braken in 3rd. Strauven in 4th. Turlot in 5th. Well, actually, make that Theo Blanc. Theo Blanc got the run on the Strawberry Racing driver on the last lap. Max Knappen, Fahin Mega, Antoine Brogion and Bruno Molders ran at the top 10 positions. Ethan Jeff Hall in 11th, ahead of Tomas Stolzamanis, who started 4th and finished in 12th place after being swallowed up by the rest of the field behind him as they went into battle for the first lap. Nick Gerhards up to 13th at the end, ahead of Kasper Schurmans. Janis Stiak from Germany rounds out the top 15 places, ahead of Mikkel Pedersen. Daniel Sugar, Marius Ros, Harry Linden down in 19th, ahead of Magnus Pedersen from Denmark. Vic Stevens, Thomas Kaas, Alberto Kiko Fracassi, Gazi Motlika, Enzo Boll, Eric Martinez, Chloe Chong, Rafael Renhofer, Montego Massen, and Greta Rosen rounding out the 30. So all drivers making it to the finish.